Hi, everyone. My name is Jingjing Liu, and I will talk about the climate changes to the nutritional level of food. For this writing project, I made a video about how the climate changes to lower the nutritional level of food. So I chose a TED Talk to help me explain more specifically. And the title of the TED Talk is How the Climate Changes to Lower the Nutritional Level of Food. And the speaker is Crispy Ebb. And she made a good video about this project. In this world, climate changes did affect two crops. Not only do they affect the nutritional level of food, they can even affect the crop yields. But I think she lost some more important information on the TED Talk. So I will explain the detail later on my own video what the important information she lost. Everyone should know the greenhouse is popular so that it can be influenced our food, health, and our whole life. Based on the TED Talk, she talked about mining information about the carbon dioxide because it would influence the crop to lower the nutrition, like the vitamin. That is true. As greenhouse effect increased, the level of carbon dioxide also increased. But if we can control the concentration of carbon dioxide, we can improve the population of crop. So I chose some evidence to support my thesis as the next part. As Flu said on his academic paper, the effect of extreme temperature stress on the rice product table due to the level of carbon dioxide. Based on his study, appropriately carbon dioxide is helpful for the use of rice, which means also carbon dioxide can influence the nutrition of food. They can improve the population. Based on the information I introduced, you guys can see the carbon dioxide is very important to plants. But why? The reason is that plants need them to photosynthesize. That is a necessary process for their survival. For the photosynthesis, it is the most important function for any green plants because they need to create the energy necessary to survive by it. Based on the quotation, you guys can see photosynthesis. The green plants will use the photosynthesis to create the food from the carbon dioxide and water by using energy from light. So carbon dioxide is the necessary substance for green plants. Based on the information I introduced, carbon dioxide can improve the products of crop as ideal in situation. For now, I want to share the result of ASIF study about the relationship between carbon dioxide and crop growth rate. Based on the quotation, you guys can see throughout the process, we can learn the nitrogen is very important in the whole process. But why? Because it's an important part of photosynthesis of plants. It plays many roles in plant growth and is an essential element for chlorophyll synthesis. Photosynthesis is also carried out through chlorophyll. Therefore, when chlorophyll increases, the production of organic matter also increases. So, if we can use carbon dioxide to control the growth rate, we can have more food. Why did I want to talk about the function of carbon dioxide in my video? Because Kirsty talked about the problem of hungry people in her video, but she solved this problem because of carbon dioxide. That's not correct. For the video of Kirsty, she just shared the situation that carbon dioxide to lower the nutrition of food. And I know Too much carbon dioxide would influence plants to create starch instead of nutrition, such as vitamin B. But there are 821 million hungry people in this world. This is a hungry map for 2019. I know nutrition is very important for anyone, any human, but hunger is still a big problem for us. So I think she made a mistake about hungry people in her video. For the second part, I want to talk about another factor to lower the nutrition of food. On the TED Talk, Christy shared a good example about how the carbon dioxide influences the crop, but she didn't talk about the influence of another gas. What's another gas? It's a gas made by the fuel combustion. Carbon dioxide is the most part of it, but sulfur dioxide is also part of it, and sulfur dioxide also influence the nutrition of food, and they have other bad impacts for plants. Based on the Joe Chance study, it shows a good example about the fuel combustion gas influence crop. Based on this quotation, you guys can see the sulfur dioxide exactly influenced the population of crop. Christy didn't talk about it in her video, and sulfur dioxide is also terrible for any green plants. Sulfur dioxide has other many impacts that can affect their lives, the green plants' lives. I put a quotation about the bad impacts of sulfur dioxide to plants, so you guys can see, based on these advances, sulfur dioxide not only affects the normal growth of plants, but also they can directly kill them. Sulfur dioxide produces acid rain, and acid rain removes elements needed for the oxygen of plants. Therefore, sulfur dioxide can indeed affect plants, and damage to them is higher than carbon dioxide. For the video of Christy, she talked too much information about carbon dioxide. I think she needs to talk another more important effects to improve her analysis, like the sulfur dioxide. If her video title is How the Carbon Dioxide to Lower the Nutrition of Food, I think it will be more wonderful than before. So, in my opinion, she should add some other factors into her video. I believe everyone already knows the harmfulness of sulfur dioxide to plants. For now, I want to go back to the part of carbon dioxide because I want to introduce how the high temperature to affect the nutrition of food. I think I didn't explain it specifically. High temperature would influence fungi around the plants, so that fungi would become different and then they affect the nutrition of food. In this world, there are many different fungi that can influence the crop. And for the next part, I will talk about the aflatoxin. Based on the quotation, you guys can see aflatoxin will create the AFB1 in the feed of cattle. When cattle eat the feed, AFB1 will change to another substance. It's the AFM1. AFM1 would stay in the milk. When people drink the milk, AFM1 would be harmful to their health. So we can see that aflatoxin can affect the feed of cattle, and then it can affect the human health by changing the nutrition. For the video of Christy, she talked about this progress a little, but she didn't talk about it specifically. In my opinion, she talked about carbon dioxide would influence this progress, but she didn't see the true reason, which the high temperature affects the fungi due to the level of carbon dioxide. The audience would understand wrong, which means Kirsty shared wrong information to the audience. Also, I changed some information about the aflatoxin. I think it is not the only reason of high temperature, because there are many factors that can increase the temperature, like burning the fuels. I have talked about the nutrition of food. They will be affected by the fungi and fungi. Um, but we have the ability to decrease this influence due to the current technology. Also, there are many factors that can affect the nutrition of food. They are necessary for human. For example, the part of nutrition is vitamin. They are the they are the necessary factors of humans' health and body structure, and they also can prevent some diseases. For the next part, I will talk about why the vitamin is very important for human. On the TED Talk, she talked about the vitamin B for the human health. It affects the growth of children. I think it's a good writing strategy because all audience can learn the writer's scissors clearly and quickly when they get some meaningful information. Sharing the advantage of vitamin B is similar with it. For this part, I think she didn't make any mistake. But if she can share more information about the advantage of vitamin B, the audience's curiosity will be resonated. Or she can share other kinds of vitamin in her video. And vitamin B is critical in many other ways. For example, vitamin B can help us turn our food into energy. For the vitamin B, I have a quotation about the advantage of it. And for the vitamin A, I also have a quotation of advantage. So, in conclusion, Christine made a wonderful video for the audience. She introduced a situation that how the climate changes to lower the nutrition of food, so that the audience can learn many scientific information and how the emergency is. In my opinion, her video is not perfect, so that I gave some advices to change it. I divided my proposal into 3 parts. So I made a video. If she could change something in her video based on my suggestions, her video might become more accessible to the audience. Okay, that's all my video. Thank you guys for watching.